Welcome back to Pages into the Past. So today we're working on part 3 of our Obi-Wan Kenobi outfit. Part 1, we got the robe done. Part 2, I made the undershirt, not only for him but for mine, because I'm going to do me a Jedi librarian. So now what we're going to do is we're going to work on his. So same designer as before. Remember, this came as a 3-pack. JulieChantal.com. I got this off of Etsy, and it was the Ben Kenobi robe is what we're working on. We're going to do it out of this oatmeal linen, and what I've done is, because this pattern was made for somebody who was 5'10", my husband is 6'5", what I went ahead and did is I looked at how everything goes. I believe that this is the back. There's 2 little notches here, which made me believe that this is the back. And this is the top portion of this whole pattern. So this is the sleeve, this is the front, this is the back. And what it will do is it just folds over. And so you get this angle created for the front of the robe. It comes with a sash that goes all the way around, and then the obi. And this is the shirt that I already made. The final look will be similar to this here. So that's what we're going for. So today what we're gonna do, we're gonna cut out some pieces. It does take a lot of length because I have to cut out 2 of these, and then there are 4 skirting panels, and I made sure I got plenty of fabric. And then of course you have the over sash and then the obi itself. So that's what we're gonna start work on. And then when that's done, I'm gonna work on mine. So this is phase 3 of 3. So once this is done, he will have a wearable outfit. We're working on finishing up the belt. We've got the lightsaber 3D printed and painted and put together. So yeah, super exciting. Getting down to the wire on his. So, all right, guys, off we go. Reminder, because my first cut I had to do it wrong, so thank God I had extra fabric. But when you are lengthening a pattern, make sure that you look at all the pieces that need to be lengthened. This one I was lengthening the waist and the hip because, again, the height's different. But when I cut the front neckband, I forgot to add those extra inches in. And so I had to cut me a 14-inch piece to make sure I had enough. And then just make sure that you mark out the extra inches that you're adding on the pieces. So all cut out now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna serge all my edges real quick so it doesn't fray. I do have some left over, so I don't know if the granddaughter wants an outfit for Halloween, but I don't have to worry about that today. So I'm gonna go serge all these edges, and then I'm gonna start assembling, and it's pretty much a big bathrobe, and then the extra pieces. So lots of straight stitching. It should go pretty quickly. I'll update you when I got something put together. Hey guys, I'm back. So this is the inner robe. This is the top portion. The skirt pieces will be added here. I'm thinking that I might reuse this portion of the pattern for my Jedi librarian and just extend the length of this down to hip level or just below my bottom. I think the recommendations are below the butt and front area. So I will just extend this pattern down and not add the skirting if it's possible to do on my fabric. Otherwise, I may have to add skirting and hide it with the obi belt. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm working on the skirt portion and serging all my edges, seaming it all together, the back pieces to the 2 front pieces. This is where we're at. I'm thinking by the end of today, I will have that attached. I already have the belt done. I do have to do the over tabard, and then I have to add the facing onto the front of the robe, and then it'll be all about hems. So this project, big pieces, huge pieces, but goes together really super fast. So I'm gonna keep on sewing and see how far we can get. All right, everybody, I got it sewn on. Now, I think there's a couple of mistakes, and I'm thinking it might be me either reading the pattern wrong or the pattern pieces marked wrong. The side pieces here seem to be a little bit shorter than the front piece, and I think that these side pieces that are angled should have probably been on the side, even though the lineup markings were on this edge and this back piece to line it all up. Those were the only markings on the pattern. I'm not sure if it's right. I did extend a little bit of the pattern, so what I have to do is I have to hem just this little section here is about 2 inches too long, and then the rest of it just gets a very small hem because it just sits almost exactly at the right length. So I probably could have gone a little bit longer in order to do a better hem, but I'm not worried about that. I have left to hem the sleeves, and then I'm gonna add hooks at the waistband to keep this from drooping, and then we'll be done. Yay me! All right, I'll check back with you in a few. This is about 99% done. I'm going to add a couple of hooks for hooking the robe. It tends to droop a little bit, especially after my husband has sat and stood back up. It droops down here at the bottom. So by putting at the waistline, by putting a couple of hooks for him to hook it to, it maintains the shape of it, and he's still able to do what he needs to do, and he doesn't step on it. He's got big feet. He's gonna rip it if I don't do anything. This is all done. He's not one to pose for the camera very often, so I'm not gonna have him put this on. I will eventually someday get him in a picture of it, but apparently today is not the day. Thank you for watching, and keep on sewing.